Good morning. Happy Monday. Well, I hope you had a wonderful week. And I was thinking about the message to give today. It's going to be a fun one, I think. Hey, did you ever watch that movie, Fried Green Tomatoes? Now, in the movie, they had this character who she was fearless. She let go of all her insecurities, all her fears, and she would like jump out of trees and she would scream, Tawanda, and then just jump and practically kill herself. But she let go of her inhibitions and set her spirit free. So I thought, that's kind of how the week's been for me, and I think it was really an invigorating experience to kind of have the Tawanda experience. And how did I have the Tawanda experience? Well, I had, I started these things called Betty Grams. It's my little midlife crisis. So I put the Betty Grams together and I posted it. And I just said, okay, let's see what happens. And in the Betty Grams, it's basically like that scene in Elf, like when he walks in and dressed up as his wacky character, and he's like, okay, let's just get this over with. And, Elf is like, I love you. I love you. He finds out it's really his son, but I don't want to spoil the movie for you. Go watch Elf. It's coming up. So anyway, uh, I do Betty Grams. I started these Betty Grams, and I haven't done one yet for real. I did one for my friend's shower just to kind of test it out and see how it went, but that was all with, friendly people that knew me and knew of Betty Bingo. So it went over really well, but I just got that one under my belt. I hadn't done one for somebody I never met. And so I got a call. Was it Friday, Thursday or Friday? Thursday, maybe. And these people wanted to hire, his dad wanted to hire Betty to embarrass his son at like this AutoZone type store, and have me go in and as Betty and just embarrass the heck out of his son. So I was like, oh, what the heck, I'll do it. And so I just kind of had that, Tawanda. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just dressed up as Betty and I'm gonna do what I do. And I went in full on Betty gear, big pink wig. I had my Betty bag. I had props. I was doing the thing. I sang happy birthday, embarrassed the hell out of this kid. His coworkers were all recording him. And that's a new word, and it went well. It was fun. And I had a great time. And I was so excited that I actually did this one. And the dad gave me rave reviews, which I was thrilled about. It helps if you're gonna try and do this that you can actually do them. So it went really well. And then I decided, I've been kind of holding back on trying to put this thing together with my haunted audio ghost tours. And so and it's been a fear and insecurity about calling these businesses to see if they want to be a part of this like haunted date night I'm putting together here in Charlotte. I was like, oh, they would never want to do it. So I just said, you know what, Tawanda, I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to make the phone call. If they want to, they want to. If not, then oh well, it won't happen. And so I picked up the phone, made calls to these businesses, and they're like, yeah, sure, that sounds great. I'll be a part of it. So now I can put together this date night package. So it was like I was holding myself back with my fears and insecurities. I had already written the rejection letter to myself. And to my surprise, you know what? The worst they can say is no. So what? If they say no, they say no, and we move on. Same thing. I have this ghost tour I'm doing in Asheville. I did a haunted audio ghost tour for I'm putting together, and I did the ghostly graveyard tour. It's something new I'm trying. I've been hesitant to call the office because I wanted to get like his take on it and see what they think. So I called, and the guy was totally receptive. He's like, yeah, send it on over. I'll take a listen to it, see what I think. I'll give you my feedback. I'm like, that's awesome. And I was like, all my fears and insecurities, I had to just brush them to the side, push them to the side, and just say, Tawanda, I'm going for it. And whatever happens, happens. And if they say no, they say no. Oh, well, I'll move on. Not the end of the world. And so that's my message. Is there something holding you back? Is there a little fear or insecurity that just like you've already written the script that no matter what, this is going to end bad? And so I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm not even going to go there. Well, get rid of it. Tawanda it. Tawanda it. Just say, screw it. I'm going for it. And just do it. And like I said, worst they can say is no. Um, or for whatever it is that you're doing. You know, just it has to come back, I guess, for me, thinking about it, has to come back with, my innermost self. What's my innermost self? That knows the real truth. You know, we're all going to have self doubt. It's part of, I think, human nature. I mean, even freaking Lincoln, after he did um, the what is that speech? The speech that he gave, the Emancipation Proclamation, uh, 7 years ago. Okay, just it's early in the morning, but anyway, after he gave that speech, he was like, he thought, it was like so not well taken, and he said, that went over like a ton of bricks. And it was like the most amazing speech ever. I always got to go back to that, whenever I'm doubting myself. Michelangelo thought the Sistine Chapel was crap. Nobody will ever love it. It's terrible. And it's this masterpiece. So I don't mess with God's masterpiece today. I've got to let go of this self-doubt and trust and believe in myself and believe in you, believe in you. Know that you can do whatever you're going to do. And however it's going to turn out, it's going to turn out. It's not up to you. It's always been told to me, rejection is God's protection. So if you get rejected, that's God at play. That's God saying, okay, you know what? Not the right thing for you. So move on. So that's my message. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. And forgive me for my history. I should be better at that. But you get the gist of the message. If you're enjoying these, click subscribe. Let's keep in touch. I'll see you next week for another Monday message. Tawanda.